When you're at center number 3 and 6, your instructions are going to be the same, so you probably don't need to rewatch this screencast when you're at this center for the second time. But it is going to matter which day you complete the form. So when you're at center 3 at the end of class, make sure you click on this form. If you're at center 6, you click on this one. And so by the end of this center rotation, you will have completed both of these. But you're going to be working on the same document. So your first task is to think about that topic of what you're going to do. So I'm going to do my example here with jade plants. And my driving question is, how do I care for a jade plant and make new cuttings? And just to show you my inspiration, I had gotten this plant from a friend on Buy Sell Trade, and it's a little bit going crazy, and a couple of the branches on the inside are starting to die. But it's a pretty cool, pretty big plant. It takes 2 people to move it around. And so I just don't want it to die. And I also think it's cool, and I'd like to learn how to make little cuttings out of it. So I just went to Google, did a little Google search, found this website about jade plants. And in kind of just perusing through it, I want to make sure that it's got some information that's going to be relevant to what I need, and I do. And so in looking at the article, I need to kind of break my learning down into some main ideas. You'll see that you have main idea 1, 2, and 3. And if you need to add more, you can copy and paste this table underneath it and add more main ideas. But part of researching is thinking about how to categorize the information that you learn so that you remember it for a longer period of time. And so my topic here actually looks like it's broken down for me. Plant, grow, and care are 3 different ideas that I could work on and care for. And another topic I might add, if I can find more information on it, is I want to talk about creating new ones or making cuttings. So that might be another main idea I might find out about later after I've read through this one. So I'm going to put my source here and just start researching. Now, the number one thing that I'm going to be looking for here is that you're putting your facts in here in your own words, that you are not just going here and copying this and pasting it. That is plagiarism, and I will give you a 0 for this center. So what my advice to you is to read a sentence, just like if you were doing an Achieve article, read a paragraph, and then what important information do you think you gather from that? Just start bullet pointing some of your lists of information. And then you go to the next paragraph, read a paragraph, cover it up, and think about what's important to remember. What did you learn from that? And just do little bullet points of information. Okay? And then just explore. Be prepared after you've done both of these centers, 3 and 6, over the course of the next 2 weeks. You will be presenting some of your learning to the class. So the number one thing I want you to make sure you do is find something you're really curious about learning about, and do not copy and paste. Make sure you're putting the learning into your own words. After doing this, maybe I want to find a YouTube video as my second source. You can learn lots of information from YouTube videos. So if I find a YouTube video, I'm going to just keep adding. Did it tell me more information about how to grow them or how to care for them? If you get to center 6th day, you've done both of the center days, and there's still plenty of time, you could add a 4th source. Oops. Or a 5th source. So as I've said, this is the kind of project where you're never done with your learning. There's always more information that you can add. Okay, and if at any point you have any questions, then just ask.